So it's currently almost 7 p.m. in Pretoria, and I'm currently still at work. Just to clarify, no, I'm not overworked or anything, but welcome to the life of a lawyer. I'm just kidding. So I've recently just decided to start romanticizing my life again, putting in extra work and effort. And I'm just probably thinking you guys are wondering, okay, but what do we have to do with that? But let me just quickly explain this little story. So almost 10 months ago, right, I told God about the particular job that I want. And, when I pray, I'm very particular. I want this, that, and that. And most of the time, God says yes, because I think I just press the right buttons in terms of prayer. Just so you should know, But I work for a medium-sized law firm in Pretoria. And I wanted this particular one because I've always admired it while I was still in uni. Mainly because it's 100% Black owned and it's, one of the most fast growing medium-sized law firms, which is really good for a Black firm in Pretoria. It's quite exceptional, actually. If I could explain to you, we're doing great. I think my biggest mistake is that I never took into consideration the amount of sacrifice and hard work it actually takes to build a law firm and get it where it is today, I just had this idea of lawyers just, carrying these fancy bags, going to court, litigating, going home and stuff, when in reality, firms do not specialize in the same things. So I got here and discovered that we specialize in the road accident fund, medical negligence, estate, and most matters that actually don't require a lot of litigation, as we specifically focus on civil procedure and, its steps. It takes time for certain matters to get to court and stuff. And yeah, I was rather humbled. I started drafting a lot. I started, every day doing the same thing, repetitive, and stuff, to a point where it just started getting overwhelming. And that is where I started falling out of love with my job. To be fair, to put in a department which requires a lot of drafting, they were doing me a favor because, I did not understand anything. I mean, I obviously did have a job before coming here, but I was still fresh from varsity and it required a lot of training, teaching and stuff. But I never saw it in that direction and I just felt like, wow, why am I feeling so stagnant? Why do they always want me here? On most days, it felt like I know the ins and outs of drafting, and on most days, I would actually go blank, realizing I don't know as much as I thought I do, and the fear of failure often crippled in. With fear, guys, as you know, comes doubt, and with doubt comes procrastination, and with procrastination comes being overwhelmed and stagnation. So I've decided to stop being fearful and start romanticizing my job again. I've decided to stop complaining and understand that learning is a process and there will be days I feel like quitting. But the end goal is more important and I need to make the sacrifice of trying to work and, more harder just to accomplish my goals. When you invest in something like, the late nights and the extra effort, you begin to understand something in the dynamics in and out, and in no time you will master it. Once again, I've decided to romanticize my life and my job, and I love how much progress I've made, and I feel ever since I've just decided to shift my mindset. So yeah, just wanted to share that little story.